Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jeremy, founder of quickmail.io.
And this is Jack, Chief Lead Generation Officer at salesbread.com. Today, we're coming at you with a brand new Teardown.
Nice.
Yes.
That was good. That was good.
We're getting it. We're getting it. Okay, so we got a Teardown, and it's different. I haven't read most of it.
Yeah, you cheated.
I know you said don't read it yet, and I'm already
it's good. It's interesting.
surprised.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's one touch. We may be doing some editing, maybe not. It depends how much time is on the clock.
We got 10 minutes.
You're going to want to stick around for this one for sure. Okay, so just before we get going, quick word from our sponsors. Because today, most B2B companies lack the time or expertise to turn those cold prospects into warm sales qualified leads. So at salesbread.com, we'll bring you one lead per day. So if you'd rather have us worry about list building, copywriting, optimization, reply checking, and everything in between, including personalization, head over to salesbread.com and get in touch.
Brilliant. And once you've done that, if you actually want to do it yourself, just head over to quickmail.io and spawn out your own engine for getting leads through cold email with one of the most rock solid platform on the market, especially tuned towards improving your deliverability. So make sure you land in the inbox, not in spam. And we got a free auto warmer to use if you fancy. I don't know. Whatever, but it's a great tool. You should give it a go. Quickmail.io.
All right. Love it and accurate. Let's dive right in. Jeremy, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
Boom. I started the timer. Clock. Yeah.
All right. Do you see my screen?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go. So, Jeremy, subject reads, lead magnet bundle for quickmail ?
Would you actually open that if you have like lead magnet bundle for SalesBread?
Sure, I would. You?
Yeah, I did.
Hi, Jeremy. This is a pitch, so I'll go straight to the point. I'm joking. Let's see. I'm selling 3 assets you could use as a powerful lead magnet bundle for quickmail. Dash. An Airtable of 16,000 CEOs and companies with verified contact information and firmographic data points, country, employee count, estimated revenue, ect in parentheses, with an equal sign, greater than sign at a bit.ly link. Okay. -2, an Airtable of cold email templates, 144 initial emails and 198 follow-ups, parentheses, 342 emails total, end parentheses, with another equal sign, greater than arrow, with another bit.ly link. And third bullet point, a B2B sales playbook with about 50 slides of content, another bit.ly link. Is this something that could interest you? P.S. I built these assets while working on an idea from which I've just pivoted.
All right. What do you make of it?
Okay. First off, you send this to 1,000 people, your inbox will be trashed. Your your sender reputation is absolute junk. So I'm hoping this person had 100 people on his list, maybe fewer, maybe 50. I mean, think about it.
That's a very good point, right?
Yeah. I mean, how would I build this list? How would you build this list, Jeremy?
Well, hold on. Even before that, what makes you think that this email in particular, what element of this email makes you think that you're going to end up in spam very quickly?
Because it is so direct, keywords I'm looking at, this is a pitch, I'm selling, bit.ly links, all of that means you better have your audience nailed and know that they're going to be pretty interested in this, because it's so easy to click the spam button here. Because when we get pitches in cold email, if it's not right on target, you're going to spam, my friend.
Yep. Okay.
You think the same?
I think the same. There's things I like direct. At least it's not, but again, no need for saying it, right? As we keep on saying on this podcast.
Yeah.
Instead of saying like, hey, this is a pitch, so I'll go straight to the point, just make the pitch and go straight to the point. Don't say it. Right. You will already get, straighter to the point, I should say.
Now, Another comment I had was this is sold as a lead magnet bundle. However, there's nothing indicating interest from readers like you have. There's nothing that shows I offered this and got 20% opt-ins from cold trial. Like, I suppose if you're just selling it, you don't need to mention that. But I was surprised that there was nothing that showed people are hungry for this kind of content and it would perform well as a lead magnet.
So, do you actually have anything that you like in this email?
Okay.
Do you actually see any of
Okay.
that? Because I see a couple of things that I really like, and I think that
Here's
could
what I
have been a
like.
powerful
I
one.
liked how it was direct in that coming straight out of the gate, I am here to sell something. Okay. Number two, I like how they position this offering as a lead magnet bundle where they didn't just try and sell random sales teams a bunch of CEO contact information. I thought it was kind of a creative way to package it. Probably could sell it for a higher price, though to fewer people. And finally, I thought I really wanted to click on these links, but I won't because they're Bitleys, and I don't want to get a virus or something. But it would have been so cool if there was like 100 rows I could have checked out.
Which is the case, by the way. When you click on a Bitly, which I did only for this episode, by the way, it's Airtables with just a few rows.
Why?
Yeah.
How come it's not the actual Airtable link? Or
Uh,
better yet, just
because
like a word hyperlinked.
well, here's the thing. My hypothesis here is that Bitly actually helps you to calculate how many times those links were clicked. So I think that's for statistics. But sometimes it's stupid because, like you mentioned, that prevents people from clicking on it. That you will end up in spam much faster. You don't build trust that way. And then you could also use, click tracking in whatever software you're using. So all of those reasons make it like it's really bad choice. So we both agree on this one. But there is one thing that I really love. I mean, what do you think of the PS, Jack?
Oh, I thought that added nothing. For what I know about this guy, I'm like, well, maybe that business crashed and burned because nobody wanted this stuff. Because I don't know, data gets old so fast. It didn't add anything.
I think he actually is very powerful. So we have a different approach here. So let me try to pitch you how I would actually have done it. I would say, imagine you're also you're a SaaS founder, right? I'll say like, hey Jack, you and I are SaaS founders. My last SaaS attempt actually failed. I end up with having some assets of people I contacted in the last year, and I'm selling it, to a few, or people who may be interested or may be able to actually do something with it, right? And then that will be the bundle, but you won't have any link. You will have like one link potentially that says, hey, if you want to, check a couple of the quality of the leads, that's here. I could also say like, it cost me a fortune to amass this list myself.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
So, hey, it costed me 5K. I'd love to, not just end up with nothing. So, I'm just reselling it to, a couple of people
at
that
a steep discount.
I admire. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. And then it'd be like, oh, I got the story. It's one guy who actually failed. Maybe I feel pity for him, although that's not really the point. But, maybe I can just give him a little bit of money and
or
then
just
maybe, get it as a great discount, right? It's like a bargain or one thing like that.
I think it's more on, I paid my team X to build these assets while working on an idea from which that would have been
brilliant.
Cool. Right.
Brilliant. So you see where I'm heading to. I think that's really powerful, and it will be a very different from the typical pitch, which is like, "Hey, I got to sell X." Like this time is like, "I'm sorry, my stuff didn't work out. We paid our team, that to build up this thing. Turns out that we were not able to monetize because our product didn't work or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have more chance with this if you're interested in whatever. Yeah.
So okay, think about this. This person I know has copywriting experience. And though I'm not probably going to click a link or reply to this email, I think they've got writing chops. Specifically, I like how specific it is.
Yeah, that was good, huh?
16.7K, right? Within a link. You even told me you have country, employee count, revenue. You've got 144 initial limit, 198 follow-ups, 50 slides of content, 3 assets, and yet the last PS felt like an afterthought where
Exactly.
this theme should have said, I spent
There we go.
$9,842 on employee hours, just getting the data as fresh as it could be. And the next
We're closing
email
shop.
comes,
I'm giving you a lot of things away for,
all right,
for a steal.
here's
Yeah.
here's what I would do the next email. It's like, I'm aware that the more SaaS companies that are offering this lead magnet bundle, the less exciting it is. So I've
I stopped the
decided I'm
offer after
only,
10.
yeah, there you go.
Love
There's
it.
only 2 and then the last one, if you wanted to keep the scarcity, but be careful because you're gonna
Yeah.
get in spam at some point, is this data is fresh today. It was generated 72 hours ago, or refreshed 72 hours ago and scraped with never bounce to double check, whatever. But it's going to get worse, and I recommend that it's only good for 3 months. So because of that, I'm heavily discounting. Like, because you could work so much
Clever.
other things into this. We have time. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's pretty good. I think there's a lot of value and definitely
Yeah.
something that if QuickMail fail, that's a nice way to sort of like sell some of the asset that's been generated by the
Residual.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I'll need this strategy. I think we're doing super well, but
Hmm.
it's a nice thinking. Like it's understandable. Your attempt at companies fail, and so it's something I will understand why you're trying to sell that. And I like you said, like the bundle on a couple of a few things, right?
Okay,
I think the
Jeremy, I know we're
timer
at
actually
time.
stopped, so we're out
I
of time.
know we're out of time. If we had more time, I would ask you what you thought about this. Um, do you think QuickMail users or QuickMail's audience
Ooh, that could be the PS.
would be interested in these 3 assets you could use I'm getting rid of powerful because we're not writing John Carlton power words in this. Do you think QuickMail's audience would be interested in these 3 assets you could use for a lead magnet bundle? And then you go here, here, and here, and you say, I'm interested in selling these, so we're up front, but would care to find out any more details or any interest here? Do you think that improves it or hurts it?
I'm sorry, you'll have to repeat. My camera just stopped working. My my Zoom is spinning. I'm not even sure. And then I've been
I can
distracted
hear
by
you.
another idea as well. So can you actually just repeat like in 5 seconds?
Okay, so you know how we're like, if you want to get straight to the point, don't tell people you're getting
That's
straight
right.
to the point.
We
So
agree on this.
instead, I kind of rewrote it so it's basically like, would QuickMail's audience be highly interested in these 3 assets you might be able to use as a lead magnet? Boom, boom, boom. I'm planning on selling this so that we're up front. Is this something worth looking into more or something? You think it's a little bit better, or
I don't like the coming up with selling at the end type of thing. Like either it's obvious or it's not. I don't like those sort of hey, here's a good thing. By the way, I will make you pay for it. But
even okay?
here's another
Yeah,
interesting thing. Like he could try to sell it to me. Like he say, like, hey, would QuickMail business benefit from having those lists? Right. And that's totally fine. But then I would say either as a PS or as a follow-up, do you think any of your audience may need it? Right, because then it will sort of like reframe, like actually that could actually be interesting for my audience, like you know what I mean, and then that could actually be an interesting spin, I would say.
yeah. Okay, cool. Well, there's definitely something here, and for those of you listening interested in a more direct approach, you've got a couple points here to consider. So thanks for the teardown, Jeremy.